A legend in South Australian football, Neil Kerley coaching his beloved West Adelaide team for the last time. Over 20 years of senior coaching, and West Adelaide front Sturt in a home game here at Richmond. And the siren sounds to get the game underway. Umpires Peter Francis and Darryl Schramm as the umbrellas go up, drizzling rain. And the first tap away goes towards Lennon. Coming out onto the half-forward line, Hutton can't pick it up. Beale in there quickly, but finally Winter gets it out. Larry Watson goes away with it and finds McKinnon on the outer side. West Adelaide attacking the northern end. It's been the goal-scoring end in the previous game. Drives up towards Smith. Can't get it clear. The ball comes out to Morris. Jams it onto his boot. Getting back on it, Reid. Fine mark. And he's got it 5 metres out from goal. Reid has got a very unenviable job this afternoon on Roger Leaders, but Reid is in fine form at the moment. As Sturt come away from the half-back line, Motley gets grabbed high. Morris in the action again. Quickly back now, it's Williams who sets up play for Herbert, and he's got it short. He's going in the pocket again, and this time it comes over now to Smith. Smith into the open goal, and West Adelaide off to a great start. A goal in the first minute of play, and Coach Kerley couldn't have wished for a better start.
Certainly a top start, and they were building for it. They started very well, and loose players in that forward area, which is a little bit surprising at this stage of the game. Bennett got it on the last occasion and just simply popped it over the top to Smith for a pretty easy shot at goal. So a good start to the Bloods. They're a goal. Sturt have yet to score.
Centre bounce down. McKechnie against Williams. Williams gets the thump away. Herbert drives a long one, coming to meet it now. Winter can't quite get there. Working his way through Bennett. The handball out wasn't all that good. Luders gave it back to Bennett. He didn't really need it. Craig back in defence, sweeps out a long handball, and it's Whittlesey who kicks long back towards centre wing. Coming to meet it, Spill. Watson in, thumps it clear. Winter. Williams with a chance now, can't keep his footing. Derrington gets bowled. Watson again. Nobody can kick the footy up, pick it up, but Watson's going to get a free kick for a high tackle.
He plays it on, but he's going to have to change direction out to Cantalactis. He's on centre wing. Clayton Lamb's calling for it, but he goes further towards Smith. Big leap over the top, McKechnie. Vastly improved player this year, McKechnie. Whittlesey goes long to centre wing. Painter couldn't take the mark. Off hands we see Cantalactis. McKinnon tackle, but he didn't have it. It comes out to Winter. That's Peter Winter for the Bloods. Hamilton down. The ball comes out. Hutton. A chance now as the Blues go forward. Davies couldn't get near that one. Back towards Rennie. He couldn't pick it up. He's run past it. Eddie Fry comes in as easy as you like. Turns around and puts a goal. Well, Backman shouldn't run past the ball without picking it up. Scores a level. 1 goal each.
Peter, I think that's the most embarrassing thing that a back player can do. Go without the football and just leave an open goal like that. It's easy to be smart in hindsight, but he should have just kicked it off the ground, anything to get it away from the centre of goal. He had a 5-metre start, but Eddie Fry made him pay for it. 1 goal both teams, and we've played 3 minutes of the first quarter.
Grand finalists in 1983. It's been talked about a lot this week. How come they didn't make it this year? Lots of reasons for that, I guess, but there was a very strong movement in there by Wiedemann. Gee, Hutton was on the end of it. He went down like a sack of potatoes. Meanwhile, Motley gets the free kick. Just the defence side of centre, goes out wide. Gee, that's beautifully put. Leonard's got an open space. He won't kick a goal, but he'll give Davies a chance. The big fella's in front. One grab, couldn't complete the mark. It's rolled out. The umpire will throw it in the left forward pocket for the Blues.
Rick Davies looking a little bulky. He's been off the track for a while with injuries. But he's still a very dangerous player. Watch him at the throw and how he gets those taps away. Tapped it down, but he only got it as far as Cantalactis. Quickly in there goes Smith. No, Heinrich, he couldn't get it away. And finally it's Filkey in defence. He puts the handball away. That's not a good one. Davies got it out. Holler snaps it, goal. But it went across the face of goal, and 1 point only results from that particular charge. Sturt 1-1, West Adelaide a goal.
Gee, they're making some errors back there. The West Adelaide defence, a little bit surprising. Burgess gets ready to kick the ball off. Burgess played a great game. I think a lot of people will remember in Grand Final 83 against Rick Davies. McKinnon took a fine mark then. Strong body player, McKinnon. Put his body right in the middle of the action. Sends it wide. Morris. Smith. Smith dropped it. Throwing the ball away on that occasion, McPhee. Hamilton goes in hard. Virtually throws it out to Herbert. Wiedemann tries to get it back to Herbert and does. Short to Watson. That was a good kick. Watson will play it on. Oh, gee. I think that's what he wanted to do initially, but then he got it back to Grosser. Kick went sideways. Grosser's got a chance now as he runs through half forward. Tries to set it up for Morris. Morris doesn't appear to be running very freely out there. He's had troubles with hamstrings. Gee, got that one over the top. Running through Filkey. Gee, good tackle. Off hands though, it's out. The umpire will throw it in, this time in the right forward pocket for the Bloods.
1-1 to a goal. The Blues lead. Throw in right forward pocket. McKechnie and Wiedemann. Smith can't get out. Good tackle. Darrington quickly in now as McPhee got the ball out just as far as Winter. Winter a chance to clear if he can pick it up. Bennett worrying him all the way, and Winter is forced to go for the safety of the line. Drizzling rain. No, the umpire is going to give a free kick for hanging on. And Andrew Winter gets a chance from just inside the half-back line. Very murky here at Richmond. In a haze on the outer side, a drizzle of rain. Spiel couldn't get up there. Craig busts his way through. Tackled by McKinnon. Going in is Filkey. Can't get it out. Winter now. The kick away is not all that good. Gives a chance. Darrington. Darrington fires out a pass to the half-forward line. Painter cleverly taps it back. Coming in to meet it is Hollis, but it's not good football there as Sturt bottled the ball up. West Adelaide over the top. Heinrich couldn't get there, and the umpire will come in and bounce on the half-forward line of the Blues.
The Bloods are a goal. Sturt a 1-1. Well done, Spiel. Put it down. Not too well done, though, because it went to Cantalaftis. Hamilton pushed it further afield for Watson. Gee, I don't know how he got out of that. Hamilton tries to set Wiedemann up very cleverly to Clayton Lamb. Lamb will go in long. Looners won't get near that one, and coming across Andrew Winter took a fine mark in defence. He'll bring it to grandstand side. Whittlesea's got the jump on the pack. Couldn't take the mark. Motley, cleverly done. Not too cleverly done then, though. Straight to Hamilton. Williams is at centre half forward. No, Herbert is. But coming in and taking the easy mark was Leonard. Leonard's done well since the switch to playing on the ball. There's the man who he replaced in that position, and Neil Craig's gone to the wing. Also playing well. Puts it out wide. Eddie Fry, can he make it? Yes, he can, but he couldn't make the mark. Got rid of it quickly. It's out. The umpire will throw it in right half forward flank for the Blues.
Went for the safety of the line. Got to the ball well. Couldn't quite hang on to it. Williams against Spiel. Spiel too tall. Hollis got it out only as far as Heinrich. Back to Hollis in the 1-2, but he lost it. Cantalaftis. Bennett quickly onto the boot. Not well directed. Hamilton. Morris. Pike. Used his body well. Gave a chance now. Downs and Painter. Painter wobbles an awkward kick in towards the full forward line. And this time the mark is taken there by Michael Rennie. He'd want to forget his first touch of the football this afternoon. He drives back to Herbert. Herbert could got a free kick for a high tackle. The umpire not interested. Williams kicked hurriedly around the corner. Whittlesey and Lamb. Whittlesey one grab, can't complete it. Winter off the half-back line. They're kicking in a hurry, West Adelaide. Not a lot of method at the moment as Hutton gets a chance. Painter takes it off him. Not a lot of talking there as Painter now kicks long. The lead of Darrington on the outer side. Cantalaftis, one to beat. Hooks around the corner. Spiel. The big fella's got to bend over for it. Can't make it. Hollis every which way. Back to Spiel. 35 metres out. Goes for home with a long one. I think he's busted through. A goal to Spiel. Doesn't kick a lot of goals, but he's put the Blues' second goal on the board.
No, he doesn't kick a lot of goals. Playing at centre half forward now. He has done so for a few weeks. Hollis gave it to him, and Hollis is a very pacey player. Spiel on a reflex kick then brought up that goal. It was a very good effort. We're 9 minutes now into this first quarter, and the Blues are doing it well. They're 2-1 to the Bloods' 1 goal.
What a famous face. One of the great coaches of all time, Jack Odie, watching Sturt play their last game in 1984. A bounce down. Williams. Heinrich off the side of his boot gives McKinnon the chase. In fact, Hamilton could get there first, taking it very casually. Too casually, left it behind, got Painter to beat, gave it to McKinnon. Out wider still now is Summerton. West Adelaide go forward to Wiedemann, half-forward line. He can't bring it down. Hutton getting back in defence against the tide was Morris. Players bottle the ball up. and the umpire is going to give a free kick to Heinrich on the half-back line.
He takes off. Sturt playing well. Into the centre of the ground. Watson. She did that beautifully. Didn't stop. Played it straight on. Poor kick, Watson, but it didn't come off. Whittlesey took a good mark in front of Herbert. He plays it on. Nice kick out of defence, Whittlesey. Big leap there. Didn't come off from Downs. Leonard might get a free kick. Or push. Crowd not happy about it. Leonard is. Well, that's not a good-looking kick away. I didn't make it too easy for Derrington. Cantalaftis in opposition, but Derrington played it finely. Hollis is in a lot of trouble. Tries to get it out. The umpire's going to bounce it. Rennie is suggesting that he was holding the ball. He was close to it, but not quite. 13 points Sturt, 6 to the Bloods. Spiel put it down the throat of Hollis. Hollis cleverly tapped it on. The umpire's going to give him a free kick for a high one. Bit of a drizzle here at Richmond Oval, but probably making the ball a bit slippery. That's about all. Hollis goes in towards Davies. He's in front. Couldn't take the mark off hands, though. Davies got the handball out. Fry has to concede ground. Neil Kerley, he dropped it. Then he had to get the quick kick away. It didn't work for him. Didn't work for Bennett either. He dropped it. Must be slippery here.
Peter, you can say that again. I've never seen so many normally very safe ball handlers drop the ball. Errors galore. Rain drizzling down. Davies got the tap away, summited in there quickly. Davies trying to burrow it out, but the umpire will come in and bounce the ball about 30 metres out from the Sturt goal. 2-1 to a goal. Crowd of possibly 5,000 or 6,000 people. A lot of them under umbrellas at the moment as Davies gets the tap down. Eddie Fry against Lamb, and he could get a free kick for a push in the back. No, plenty of umbrellas at Richmond Oval. Not very nice for Kerley's send-off. You would have thought he would have organised better weather. Williams got it down as far as Lamb. Lamb back centre field, coming to meet it, trapping it well as Motley. She's a long way up from full back or centre half back, kicks in towards full forward. Lamb back in defence, try to shovel it out. Finally it comes out there to Painter. Painter snaps, the umpire goes galloping, and that's out of play on the full.
Some of the Sturt players are not kicking into the forward lines too well. Painter hasn't kicked that well today either. There's a long kick off. Lamb is under the ball and he's got a very good pair of hands. Had the handball. Wasn't the best of handballs. Bennett caught. It went through the legs of Downs. Watson picked it up and shot it up towards Smith. Used the body. Illegal. McPhee. Good player, McPhee. Out injured last week, but we saw him a couple of weeks back against Norwood. Pretty close to best on ground that day, although I think Motley probably was. Out it goes to Downs. Shoots out a handball to Motley. What a top player he is. One of the great young players in Australia at the moment. The high kick didn't reach a Sturt player. Trying to run it free is Rennie. It's over the line. The umpire will throw it in. Right half forward flank for the Blues.
Mistake-ridden first quarter, obviously promoted by the very drizzly rain. Otherwise, conditions underfoot pretty good, considering the amount of rain that's been in Adelaide in recent times. The kick away, or the handball away, goes to Painter. He's under pressure. Grosser in defence. Heaves it back towards centre field. Winter and Bennett. Lamb again. Morris still can't pick it up. Cleverly over to McKinnon. Out wide still is Filkey. Now the Bloods with a chance for a bit of constructive football on the leaders. Blooters beautifully put. Oh, he went up one-handed. McPhee soccers off the ground. It's a chase in two. McPhee and Smith trying to use his experience to get it clear. Tackle appears to be high and the umpire's going to pay it that way. A free kick to Smith. Mike Smith too far out to score. 13 minutes gone. 14 gone. In towards the half-forward line, Randall Bennett. He'll probably get the free rather than the mark. No, the umpire's paid the mark, which he dropped.
Bennett would be in the true centre half forward position. Hamilton provides the run. A high kick sees Wiedemann in front, punching away Motley. Reid gave it back, but it didn't work. Here's a go, Jeffrey Morris, check side. Great goal. The Bloods needed that one after a pretty poor 10 minutes of football. They're 2 goals now to Sturt 2-1.
It hasn't been pretty football. They've had to work very hard, but gee, that was a mistake in the Sturt defence Jeffrey Morris brilliantly intercepting and anticipating that handball, and tucked himself on an enormous angle, and the left foot didn't help him either, but he check-sided brilliantly through the goal, and that could be the spark that will send West Adelaide on their merry way. But they'll need a football first. Jeffrey got a little bit enthusiastic and booted it clean out of the ballpark just about. West Adelaide's second goal, 2 goals to Sturt, 2-1.
Past the halfway mark of the first quarter, as Ian Day said, not pretty football, plenty of mistakes. The drizzle has caused conditions to become a bit slippery. Sturt are up by a point. They run it out of the middle through Hutton. Falling over out there was Hollis. It was a good movement then by Burgess. Spiel is putting in as well. Also Grosser. Pacey little rover, Leon Grosser. Jeffrey Morris on centre wing. It's out. The umpire will throw it in.
2-1 to 2 goals. Williams coming across against Spiel, giving away quite a few centimetres. Spiel got a clever tap down if he can find anybody. Bennett in there working hard for the ball. Tunnel balls it out only to Winter. But coming clear now is Darrington off the side of his boot towards centre wing. Watson got a lot of pace. He can't pick it up. Heinrich's going to get there first. No. Watson worked hard but couldn't keep the ball in play. Getting a big round of applause. Very popular player down here is Larry Watson. Round of applause. Very popular player down here is Larry Watson. Herbert for the throw-in, this time against McKechnie. McKechnie tapped it down towards Downs. Through goes Filkey looking for the free kick. He got it at centre wing.
Filkey, state player this year, and a fine player. Very quick, good kicker of the ball, and he didn't let his side down then. He gave it straight to Grosser. Herbert there, Whittlesea punches away. In comes Wiedemann. Gee, ducked the head when he got possession. Not really the thing you'd expect a big man to do, and he lacks a bit of pace, Mark Wiedemann. But still, his dad did too, they tell me, but he can still play football. Wiedemann's coming in for the fray here in front. Tapped it down, but didn't find a blood player. Whittlesea it is. A long kick out of defence. Watson and Heinrich. No mark there. Through comes Peter Winter. Hutton picks up. Oh, threw the ball out. In the old days of the flick pass, you could have got away with that, but not so in 1984. You could have tried a Russell Ebert overhead, but not too many players can do those. The big punch away from Motley. Craig concedes ground on this occasion to Whittlesea. He had trouble in handling that ball. It's no doubt that it's slippery. Through it goes from Spiel. Cantalaftis. Watson. Playing well, Larry Watson. That was his 6th kick. Smith at centre half forward, no mark. Off hands, Andrew Winter. Taps it out intelligently. Craig also. Sturt are running it out now. Pate gave it to Darrington. He tries to bust the tackle. It didn't work for him. Now Grosser. Defence side of centre. Ducked the tackle, which is a pretty wise thing to do. And a good mark there to Wiedemann. Short. Morris, Herbert, take your pick. There's Herbert's got it. And Leonard will have to come back. Herbert goes short. No, the umpire is going to pay the 15-metre penalty, and on that occasion it may be to the Bloods' advantage because he's probably within range now. And a silly mistake by Leonard. 4 kicks, Des Herbert. A goal would be handy. They always are. Gee, gave plenty of air. Fine shot for goal, Des Herbert. This first, 3 goals without a miss to the Bloods. The Blues are 2-1.
Yes, it was a top mark by Wiedemann, a very important player for West Adelaide to go well at centre-half forward. And he hadn't started all that well, but that was a brilliant mark, and he set it up for Herbert, who rather fortuitously got the 15-metre and put it through for his first goal. West Adelaide 3 without a miss. What a great start. Sturt 2-1, but they are kicking to the goal-scoring end.
I'd agree with that, Ian, and if that's the case, they'll need to get a move on, because Sturt have probably had the better of this quarter, although neither side has played that well. Filkey swamped by Sturt players. That's Hutton. Gee, that was blind, that handball. Filkey picked it up, kicks it up towards Leaders on a big lead. Oh, he should have marked it. The umpire said a push was on, so he's going to get the ball anyway, but a little bit lucky. Luders jumped right into that ball and he didn't grab it in. Reid continued with the run and pushed him in the back. Roger Luders, a 100-goal kicker in season 83. No, that's an awful kick. That's out on the full. Full forwards don't like kicking them out on the full. They don't do it too often, but gee.
Craig Whittlesey with the penalty free kick, a nice kick, edging it back here towards Bennett. Thumped away, however, he's got it now, gave it to Herbert, got him on the left leg, he's going in long, this is going to be close, goal number 2. Brilliantly done, fine handball off Bennett. And West Adelaide now career away to 4 goals, leading Sturt 2-1.
Yeah, G. Hamilton's playing very well too. That spoiler wave Hamilton's got them moving, then Bennett very cleverly over to Herbert. And Herbert with his 5th kick brought up his 2nd goal. He's a little bit unobtrusive, Des Herbert. He's really had a top year for the Bloods. He's been a top recruit.
West Adelaide by 11 points. Umpires bouncing the ball well considering the nature of the cricket pitch. McKechnie got that one away. Well read by Downs. Hutton a chance now. The Blues into attack. The kick is not a good one. Davies out on a lead. Right there with him is Burgess. Davies will need help from there. Puts out the pass in towards the forward pocket. Getting up very early, Darrington. Poor G got up. He seemed to hang there. Cantalaftis didn't judge that one well at all. And Darrington also appeared to get up too early. But he just judged it nicely in the end and has taken the mark 20 metres out. Darrington would be suited by these conditions, likes the ball low to the ground. Puts it through, his first, Sturt 3-1, trailing West Adelaide 4 without a miss.
It was well done by Rick Davies there too. He showed a lot of pace in getting out into the pocket. Thought about the handball, but then he brought the kick back, and as Inde called it, Darrington up early, but the ball stuck, and he kicked his first goal. I wouldn't mind betting that Coach Kerley would be worried. He'd be aware that they're kicking to the scoring end of the ground, but only lead by 5 points. It hasn't been a good quarter.
Centre bounce. 22 minutes gone. Williams against McKechnie. You're going to get that most of the afternoon. Williams thumps to Herbert, couldn't control it. Smith against the tide. Hutton doing pretty well on this first quarter, getting a few kicks, that is. Fryer fires it out wide now. Gives a run of play to Andrew Downs. Andrew Downs clear of McKinnon, or McKinnon there made a lot of ground up. Downs still in the action. Has to crawl after the footy. And that's Spiel. Bennett over the top. You're going to see a lot of muddling play this afternoon. Ball very slippery. A bounce down, half forward left flank. The Blues in front and leading by 5 points.
And doing it well. Knocked away by Herbert. It's out again for another throw-in. Roger Luders has had 1 shot for goal. It went out on the full. Up the other end, Rick Davies has had a kick, and that found Darrington for a goal. No doubt about Rick Davies. His possessions are usually productive. That one was. Herbert got the free kick, plays it out wide. Peter Winter. He's on his own. He's got a space to move in. He'll go long. Luders comes into the fray. Won't quite get there over the top. Smith. Down went Whittlesey. Wiedemann ran all over the place. Got a funny kick back, but Reid it was who cleared. Cleared into a pack of trouble though, because Filkey gets away from Craig onto that left boot, swings it back. Here's a chance. Oh, Lamb nearly had it, then dropped it. Pretty slippery out there. The umpires played a free kick for a push. It's against Reid, and the free kick will go to Jeffrey Morris or Bennett. Jeffrey Morris.
Whittlesey in trouble, Peter. He took a heavy knock there, and he's struggling for breath.
Yes, Smith is a pretty tough customer. Jeffrey Morris has got the free kick. Actually, Reid's given away 2 now for in the back. 3 kicks, Jeffrey Morris. Good goal. His first. 5 goals without a miss to the Bloods. Sturt a 3-1.
Peter, I called you wrong there. I think that's Jeffrey Morris's 2nd goal. He check-sided that brilliant one earlier in the quarter. But West Adelaide's starting to get it on the board now. They're attacking well, rebounding off the half-back line. But their kicking in front of goal has let them down a little bit, in as much they're trying to direct it to players and not finding them. But on that occasion, and there we see Ian Borchard, the captain of West Adelaide, and he's had a wretched season as well with injury.
Has he ever? And when you consider players like Borchard, Muret, Linder missing from the lineup. You can see why they haven't done as well this year. Hamilton's kick away under pressure was a good one. Motley spoiled away. Now Pate. He'll shoot it out wide, but some of it is in front of Fry. Free kick is going to be paid for over the shoulder. Gee, I don't know, umpires these days, anything high, whether it's soft or otherwise, is a free kick. I tend to feel they give a bit too many of those. There's Winter. Very close to the line. Eddie Fry also. The umpire will throw it in. 5 goals. Excellent kicking by West Adelaide once they shoot for goal. 3-1 Sturt. Spiel and Williams. Aerial ping-pong Williams to Leonard. Looking out wide now for Hutton. Can't get it clear. Winter. I think Hutton's probably going to get a free kick. He's on the half-back line at the moment. The Sturt centreman with kick number 5 wobbles it short. Heinrich. Painter left it behind. Heinrich's going to have to go back and work hard. 3-on-1 back there. Watson has out wide of Williams. Williams going to fire to Herbert centre field, and West Adelaide's a chance to go into attack again. Hamilton gives the backup support. West Adelaide to the half-forward line. Wiedemann underneath the ball. Lamb, but working it hard is Motley. Morris into the action. Gets around. Motley did that one brilliantly. Looks back up support. Wiedemann over the top. Winter's spoiled. Quickly back in now. Again goes West Adelaide through Bennett. Hooks around the corner. Goal! His first. West Adelaide unbelievably 6 without a miss. Sturt 3-1. Oh, mistake too by the Sturt defender, but gee, Jeffrey Morris looked good then in getting away from Motley. Morris has had a bit of trouble with some leg muscles, but he showed pace then. Winter's spoil was a good one, but it was Pake who made the mistake. Tried the kick off the ground, completely missed it. Bennett picked it up and scored. Into time on of the first quarter. Another great of yesteryear, Ken Eustace. Watching Kerley's last coaching stint. Heinrich, Craig, dispossessed. Back in the action again. The handball out to Derrington wasn't all that good. Heinrich again. Rosser. Called to play on. Watson. Tunnel ball Fry. Derrington. In they go again. Derrington. Craig. Back to Derrington in the 1-2. Puts it out to the lead now of Davies out in front of Burgess. The big fellow's only got to pick it up to kick a goal. Gives it across to Painter. Davies in again. Hooks around the corner. I think it's going to run through. Goal Davies, but oh gee, had to work hard for that. The big fellow would be happy to see that one grubber through. Sturt's 4th. Gee, they're not doing a bad job going to that southern end. But Rick Davies, gee, had all sorts of opportunities then, and when he finally got possession, the kick away wasn't strong. It bounced every way which way, but it finally got through for his first goal. And the Bloods are now 6 goals. The Blues are 4-1. The umpire forced to throw it up now. McKechnie gets the tap towards Heinrich. Hamilton. Williams. Couldn't get it far. Downs got it out, but only as far as Filkey. Filkey centre field to set it up for West Adelaide's again to the half-forward line. Coming to meet it. Bennett 1, 2, 3, 4 grabs. He's got it. And he'll put the Bloods into attack. Luders gives the lead, but he's got a 15-metre penalty. Bennett wants to play on. He's run on now. Gee, he's undecided what to do. Puts it in the air. Wiedemann. Whittlesey back there goes for the safety of the line. And the ball is out of play in the full forward left pocket. And they're using Whittlesey as a punching bag at the moment. He probably thinks it would have been better off if he didn't come today. The umpire's going to throw it in. Left forward pocket. In front, Wiedemann. Made front spot very well. Dives on top of it now. Gets it out. Clayton Lamb. Couldn't get the kick away. Jeffrey Morris trying hard in there. Lamb off the ground. Well, it was close. The first point to the Bloods. 6-1 to the Blues, 4-1. Must be close to quarter time. Peter Reid to kick in. See, the players starting to look a little bit wet around the gills now. Hard to pick up who they are. Craig at the back of the pack. Supported by Downs. Has time now, or the handball way is not good. Craig, Filkey, Downs trying to resurrect his mistake. Gets the kick away now, a long one to the half-forward line. Painter right underneath the footy. Burgess back in defence, thumps it clear. Spiel wants help, gets it from Hutton. Hutton puts it out wide. Pride leading now. Catalaptis has got to go hard. They seem to be running in slow motion now. Fry. Ducks turns. Short passes back, but it's a shocker. And taken in defence by Rennie.
Or is it Winter? Winter.
Peter Winter it is. Puts it out to Herbert. Des Herbert takes a good mark. Half back, out to Summerton. Oh, well done then by Whittlesea. He's way up from his back pocket spot, following his man down. Des Herbert. Jimmy, best man on the ground to this point. 7 kicks Herbert. Motley didn't quite mark it. In there also Morris and Wiedemann and Pake. And the umpire will bounce. Left half forward flank for the Bloods. They lead by 2 goals. We're 30 minutes into the first quarter, very close to siren time. Rosser has got possession now. He shovels it out. Through goes Jim Darrington. May have been legged. The umpire didn't see it that way. Pake was retarded. He didn't have it, and he's got a free kick for his trouble. Craig Williams is rucking for the Bloods today, as he has in recent weeks, with the illness and injury to Mark Micken. Spiel didn't take the mark, it went through him. Rennie's in there at the bottom of the pack. Yes, it was Rennie. The umpire's going to bounce. Sturt have done reasonably well. They're going to the southern end. A kick 4-1. Back it goes to Leonard. Couldn't get it out. Williams did. Watson. Painter and Herbert. Des Herbert sees it go over for another throw in.
Seems to like these conditions. 6-1 to 4-1. Close to quarter time. In fact, it is quarter time. And that's the score here at Richmond. 6-1. West Adelaide, Sturt 4-1.
The second quarter about to start here in Neil Kerley's farewell game at Richmond. Up goes McKechnie, smacks it forward. Gee, Filke completely missed that one. Downs got it out. Hutton has steamrolled into the ground. Downs held, but he didn't have it. The umpire saw it that way, and he's got a free kick. He's had an unusual season, Downs. He's covered more ground than Cliff Young. He's been everywhere. Fullback, centre half forward, centre wing. Good mark to Frank Spiel. He's now at centre half forward, which is a... I guess if you said to someone that Frank Spiel was going to be at centre half forward at the beginning of the season, you'd say no way. Rick Davies too grabbed that one. He's deep in the pocket, but I wouldn't think that he'd have much chance of getting a major from there. But Big Rick is a champion. He can do things that not many others can. Short pass to Darrington was very good. That gives Darrington a chance. Coach Kerley sending the runner out then. I think I heard what Neil said then. 6 kicks, Darrington. Taking plenty of time with it. Taking a lot of time, gee. Darrington sets it up from 40 metres out. It's floating off. Only a point. 4-2 to Sturt. The Bloods 6-1.
Kick in will be Burgess. Kicks long into the lead of McKinnon. Winter there as well. McKechnie taps it too far for Hutton, but coming in his support is McPhee. McPhee's kick is an awkward one, but it's well read there by Rennie. Kicks long. The Bloods into attack towards Lamb. Lamb off the fingers. McPhee, the handball away, intercepted by Herbert. A chance if he gets it to Hamilton. Hamilton has Smith clear, but he's going in there for Wiedemann. He couldn't find it. Intercepted by Motley, who kicks long back to leader Spiel on the outer side. The big fellow's got it. Looks for a running Clark. Leonard there now. Thought about the handball. Downs. Puts it in long to the pocket. Getting back on it, Heinrich. Painter there as well. Counterlaptis and Watson. Tunnel ball cleverly. Heinrich gives a chance. Now Downs fires for the woodwork. I think he's got it. Brilliant goal, Andrew Downs. His first. Made it all the way down to the forward pocket from centre wing. And Sturt now trail West Adelaide 5-2 to 6-1.
Gee, it was a top goal from that angle. As Ende called it, way down from centre wing. A pile-up of players out there, but when the handball came back to Downs, I didn't think he'd be able to kick it from there, but he did. He was very deliberate with the kicking action. It was a fine goal. 5-2 Sturt, 6-1 the Bloods.
Mrs. Kerley not looking happy that her son is coaching his last game. Still, what a great, wonderful career that Neil has given her to look back on over the years. And what a great supporter she's been of him. Kick by Winter is out wide. Herbert. Lamb. Good pass. McKinnon wants the ball. but Lamb is going to kick in long. Not a good one. Wiedemann at the back. Smith in front. Motley back in defence. Cool. Gets out of trouble well as he delivers the ball back towards Cray. He's swallowed. Lamb. Bennett. McKinnon. Lamb again. 40 metres out. Oh, the kick is a shocker off the side of his boot. Motley with a run of play and Reid. Reid wanted it. Motley got there late. Took a high tackle and the umpire's going to pay it that way. And out goes Roger Luton.
Yes, Peter Motley did get a high one then, and that's what it was paid for. Out to Derrington. 5-2 Sturt, the Blood 6-1. Only 5 points in it. 7th kick on that occasion to Derrington. It went straight to Hutton. Hutton's done reasonably well in the middle. That's also his 7th kick, so plenty of possessions there to the Sturt centreman and Rover. Spill kick away there was smothered. The umpire will throw it in. Not much happening out there at the moment. It's quietened down a bit since the second part of the first quarter when we saw some pretty good football. Hutton goes out to Leonard. Leonard to centre half forward. Fry there, couldn't mark the ball. Rennie first to recover. Back onto his left boot. Looks for Grosser and finds him. That was a fine pass. Herbert's in the centre of the ground, calling for the ball, but Grosser goes to the outer side. Back goes Peter Winter, fine mark. The handball out to Hamilton. Hamilton runs through half forward to give Lamb the chance. The punch away came from Whittlesea. Craig lends a hand and gives it to Leonard. Leonard over to Downs. The kick forward finds Hollis. It wasn't Downs, in fact, it was Hutton. Hollis goes short on the lead. Davies, he's got it. Good mark, the big chap in front of the fullback player there in Burgess. And Davies with a chance for his second. Obviously carrying a pretty horrific knee injury and also an ankle injury, Rick Davies. One wonders whether this will be his last game of football. Great shot at goal. Dead straight. 2 goals, Davies. Sturt in front, 6-2 to the Blood, 6-1.
What a great personality Rick Davies has been. A champion, no question about that. In latter years, we've seen him used less on the ball and at full forward, but it was a good kick as he came to meet it. A strong chest mark, and you couldn't ask for a better kick than that. It's his second for the afternoon, as Peter told you, and that's given Sturt the lead at the moment. 6-2, West Adelaide 6-1.
Back to the centre. 6 minutes in, as I mentioned, proceedings pretty quiet out there. Williams got it for the Bloods. Leonard had it, then gave it away. Hutton again, getting plenty of touches in the middle, but it's marked by Hamilton. He plays it on, and there's Des Herbert. A short chip away to Mike Smith. That was beautifully put. Mike Smith would be 45 metres out. A very acute angle. He'd be very lucky to score from there. He goes short. The lead's on Luders. He's got it deeper in the pocket, but certainly within range. But a very acute angle. Only the second kick now to Roger Luders. First one went out on the full. That won't score a goal. It's gone way across to the outer side. Wiedemann no mark. Pate knocks it through for a point. Scores a level, 6-2 each.
Can't get it any closer than that. Peter Reid to kick the ball back into play. A dull period of the game. No doubt it will hotten up. Ooh. Reid's kick is a funny one. Gee, it covered a lot of distance. It pulled a lot of people. And finally the kick by Hutton goes towards the half-forward line, almost a spill mark. Cantalaftis gets the ball out towards Watson. He's well shepherded by Hamilton, who's having a good game, it being his 100th. And Filkey now with the ball at centre wing. The kick is a nice-looking one, searching for Wiedemann, thumped away by Motley from that player. First recovered Big Pate. He seemed to be pushed in the back a little, and the umpire sympathetic to his cause. And the free kick will go to Tim Pate, half-back flank.
6-2, Sturt, 6-2, the Bloods. Proceedings very quiet out there. Gee, there's hardly a hush. Hamilton couldn't mark the ball. The kick through from Heinrich. Here's a chance, Derrington. Davies on the end of the handball. Gets into an open space, then goes back the other way. Cleverly done. Fry sets it up. Goal. No doubt about Davies. When he gets near the ball, something happens. 2 goals to 5, 7-2 Sturt, the Blood 6-2.
Fair amount of looseness in the Sturt defence, West Adelaide defence then. It was always going to be a goal. As soon as Davies got it, he just had to sort out in his own mind who was going to get it, who he's going to give it to. And West Adelaide were chasing Guernseys on that occasion, and finally out came Fry, and he's a fine kicker of the football and nudged through Sturt's 7th goal.
Back to the centre. McKechnie beaten by Williams. Williams is a vastly improved ruckman. I think he likes that role. Smith might pick it up in a moment. No, he can't. Gave up the ghost on that one. I think it wouldn't come up for him. Watson. Bennett in front. Punched away by Andrew Winter. Close to the line. It comes back to Bennett. Short to Wiedemann. The big chap's got a chance. He can kick a goal from there. Sets it up. There's no one home. The kick's not a good one. Reid comes right across to the grandstand side. Gets possession. Looks for Neil Craig. Played it well. McKinnon fell over. Craig goes to centre half forward. Rennie in front. Misjudged the ball. Heinrich didn't. No, Hollis it was. Comes out. Davies, a chance. He's got it. Oh, he's played on. Derrington. Goal. Great work, Davies. I thought it was going to come undone. Derrington got his second. Sturt kick away now. 8-2 to the Blood. 6-2.
It was a top mark by Davies, but I think he lost his bearings there for the moment. He thought he was clear and he turned around and started to play on and ran right into a West Adelaide defender, but of course the reflexes are still there. Maybe if the pace is not. Kick number 8, Derrington, as he fired it through from point-blank range, and Sturt now kicked clear by 2 goals. 8-2 to West Adelaide's 6-2.
Every time big Rick Davies gets near it, they get a goal. He's kicked 2, he's given 3 away, so pretty useful. Williams to Hamilton. Left boot, looking for Wiedemann. Motley's beating him at the moment. Too much pace for the big chap. He got the mark on that occasion, turned around, wobbled one up forward. Not easy for Luders. The ball very slippery. Reid does it well. Andrew Winter there, lending a hand. Now Luders. McPhee punches away. Off hands Whittlesey. Painter. They're going to get out of trouble. Winter. Pake. Very long to centre wing. Up they go. Winter punched away from Spiel. Hamilton pushes it out. Hutton. He blew the whistle, but he's going to let them play on. He got it out to Spiel. Davies behind Burgess. Great body work, Davies. Oh, he's given a free kick against Davies, and I thought that was legal, Ian.
Yes, Peter, I agree with you. It was great body work, and umpire Darryl Schramm, he felt the push was there, but I agree with you that Davies quite often does push, but I thought it was less that time than I've seen him on numerous occasions. Bennett to Winter. Goes to the half-forward line. That's well dispatched. Grosser on the lead now as Luders. He's going to have to half-volley it. Reid went over the top of him. Motley back in defence. With him there is Smith. Luders scoops it out. Here's a chance. Grosser used his pace. Hooks it back. I think it's a goal. Grosser's first. West Adelaide needed it as Sturt was starting to edge away, but they are now trailing by that 1 goal, 7-2 to 8-2.
Well, Grosser went up to congratulate Luders then for getting it out to him, and that was Grosser's 8th kick. It was a good snap at goal, and the Bloods have been playing poorly in the last, well, all this quarter. They haven't done a great deal at all, and they really needed that one. It was their first goal this quarter, and it brings them back to within 6 points.
Yes, they've added 1-1. Sturt have added 4-1 at the centre throw-up. It's McKechnie's hit away. Hamilton to the half-forward line. Well taken in defence by Motley. No, McPhee it is. He drives to the half-forward line. Derrington up very early. Working hard for it in defence is Winter. He'll need help as he hooks around the corner. Cleverly goes for the safety of the line when he was under pressure. The throw in at the interchange gate. Sturt by a goal. Spiel. And Williams. Line ball that one. Craig through, but it was Derrington who got the footy. Kicks to the half-forward line. Summerton back. He's going to be unloaded. Fry. Tunnel balls it out. Cantalaftis. Rennie. Only managed to get it about 3 or 4 metres up track as the pressure came from Hollis, and the ball is out of play on the half-forward left flank with the Blues in attack.
Michael Rennie's been in pretty good form, they tell me, in recent weeks. Had a horrific start to this game, but since that time, He's improved. The umpire will bounce it. Clayton Lamb's got the ball. Proceedings, as I've mentioned, very quiet at the moment. Hutton, Painter. There's a beautiful handball. Davies another chance. He might let this one go through. He doesn't have to. Yes. In his younger days, he might have kicked that out of the park, but that was a little 3 or 4 yard kick, that one. 3 goals, Davies. He's certainly playing well in.
Yes, Peter, there's no doubt he's a champion, and Kerley wouldn't be happy. He'd have mixed feelings, I suppose. He recognised the fact that Rick Davies is a champion. It could be his last game, but then again, it is definitely Kerley's last game, and they both want wins. 2 champions together.
Back to the centre. Sturt leading by 2 clear goals. McKechnie easily on that occasion. Smashed it through to centre half forward. Peter Winter. Spiel. Back it goes to McKinnon from Winter. Wiedemann at centre half forward. Motley will punch away. No, Wiedemann went for the punch as well. Pake, and well done there by McPhee. He let it go though after he had it. He's got it back again now. Whittlesea. Great smother. Clayton Lamb. He's back on the ball now. Handball out. Bennett. Not a good kick away. That's gone straight to McPhee at left half back for Sturt.
McPhee, only in his first year, has proved somewhat of a find for Sturt. Craig, going to get a push in the back. It's lucky he didn't get one against him initially for doing exactly the same thing, but in a standing position. Craig kicks to the half-forward line. Almost a mark there to Spiel. Getting back is Filkey. Cantalaftis is going to have to work hard. He comes out with a footy, nowhere to go. Hollis a chance now. Great tackle, Burgess. In goes Hollis, I think it was, or could have been Fry. Socked away by Rennie in towards Herbert, but he can't keep it in play. A throw in. Left full forward pot. The Blues by 10 points. Edging away from the Bloods at the moment. Or stack up of players and another throw up.
In previous games this year, the back-to-back situation, 1-1, 1 win each. Annoying little drizzle all day here at Richmond. A free kick there is going to Eddie Fry, and he is within range. Anything within 60 metres for Eddie Fry is in range. He certainly can kick a ball a long way. The ball is wet, but it's not heavy. 5 kicks coming up for Eddie Fry. He's been productive too as a forward. He has 2 goals so far. It's a nice looking kick, but it won't come back. Davies there. The ball punched away from that player, Larry Watson. Seemed to have plenty of time then, Watson. The kick away is awful. Gone straight to Downs. Downs kicked a wonderful goal earlier this quarter from an acute angle. He's looking for Davies. Williams there. Davies in front. Oh, he nearly had it. Punched through though for a point. 9-3 the Blues, 7-2 the Bloods.
Rick Davies certainly a headache for West Adelaide. The kick in will go to Herbert. Oh, intercepted. Hollis did it well anticipated. Close to the line. The umpire said he's still in play. Around onto the left leg. Grubbers went up towards Davies. Never gave him a chance. Williams jammed it onto the boot very quickly. Thumped away by Craig. Fry gives Craig another chance if he can pick it up. Filkey went in hard. Socked away there by Burgess, but back as far as Heinrich. Heinrich boots it back in towards the full forward area. Davies comes to meet it. Can't bring it down. Leonard. He'll need backup support. He's well tackled. The handball away wasn't good. Out goes Painter. Well done, McKinnon. Fires it back. But only as far as McKechnie. Whittlesea. Sturt again go into attack. A long kick. Herbert getting underneath it. Thumps it clear of Painter. Hollis again hooked around the corner. Too far once more for Darrington. Winter back. Davies grabbed him high. They might have to concede a point here. No, Burgess.
He clears. There's Des Herbert again and takes a good mark right alongside the boundary line. 10th kick coming up for Des Herbert. He's taken 7 marks. He's certainly been in the action. Smith, Wiedemann. Neither player can mark the ball. Wiedemann was thrown out of the pack. The umpire will bounce it.
Must have been very close to a Wiedemann mark then, Peter.
Certainly was in, yes. Williams, the big thump. Craig, good handball to Painter. Painter's looking for Davies, the big chap's in front. He's got it. Beautiful kick, Painter. Great lead, Davies, and a fine mark. Eddie Fry's in trouble at left half forward with a knee. with a knee injury. This quarter, Davies has had 4 kicks, 4 marks, 4 handballs. Been all over the place. This is his 6th kick. Dead straight. Dead-eye kick, that one. 4 goals, Davies. 10-3 the Blues. West Adelaide 7-2.
Yes, the back play of Sturt at the moment is brilliant. Every time West Adelaide get the ball, they're under pressure in defence. They just kick out blindly, and the ring of Sturt players providing that back play just keep on sending the ball back to Davies. And when you've got a champion like that at full forward, obviously he's going to get a few of the touches, and on that occasion a fine mark. The West Adelaide defence seemed to misjudge it, and Davies made them pay for it with his 4th goal. Sturt have had a brilliant quarter. They lead 10-3 to West Adelaide 7-2.
85 goals now this year, Rick Davies. Up they go. McKechnie got it away. We're 19 minutes into the 2nd quarter. Hamilton, he's caught, has to throw the ball out. Grosser was dragged. Off goes Eddie Fry. The big chance now for Leonard. He's got a space to work in. Can't pick it up though. Summerton. No, the Leonard kick missed its mark. It's rolled out now. The West Adelaide player took it out. Not a good effort then by Leonard. Took it a bit easy. It just didn't work for him. A throw in the right forward pocket for the Blues. Spiel has come down for it. The smash back towards Hollis. Couldn't get a kick away. They dive on top of the ball and the umpire will bounce.
Doesn't look good for West Adelaide, Peter. Sturt playing a lot better at the moment. I know they're attacking the scoring end, but gee, their style of football is better than West Adelaide, who are struggling for pace. Here's a chance now for Davies to get another one away. Cantalaftis lost it. Grosser in defence. The kick away wasn't all that good. And finally it was Winter or Rennie who got it away, and gee, he's in real trouble with a knee injury. And the umpire has indicated a free kick will go to Peter Motley or Jamie McPhee. It's going to be at centre wing on the outer side. Short in Heinrich. Heinrich still in the big centre square. The short pass is stumped away from McKinnon. Eddie Fry again puts it in the air, but gee, that's well offline. Not a good Fry kick. He's limping. Gee, there's a lot of fellows with knee problems out there, and it is Rennie. He's in big trouble. He's still limping badly.
Burgess it'll be to take the kick. Sturt leading by 3 goals, 1, and playing well. Burgess goes out wide. Williams couldn't mark it. He tried to hook it over. Peter Winter in there for the Bloods. Also Andrew Winter for the Blues. The umpire says that's a line ball. I'll throw it up. Spiel put the hand over the shoulder. You can see that one from here. Out it came from Williams to Peter Winter. He puts it up towards Wiedemann. Motley fought hard against him on that occasion. Mike Smith thought he might have gone for the kick off the ground then, but Whittlesey got possession. Wiedemann not handling these conditions too well. Pate can't get it out, and the umpire will bounce it. Centre half forward for the Bloods. 44 points for the Bloods, 63 Sturt. Wiedemann in front, knocking away McKechnie. Players stack up again. They can't get it out. They can now, though. Downs to Motley. Had no one to kick it to. Had to go for the line. Couldn't get it that far, and it's Williams who came across to mark. He's changed direction to Herbert. Herbert to Filkey. The Bloods in. Is there anyone home at centre half forward? Lamb punched it away. Bennett read the ball well. Might get it up now to Lamb. He was in trouble. That's a high tackle, that one. The umpire appeared to play it that way. Now he's going to bounce it.
No, Peter, what he did, the umpire indicated, no, I'm not giving you a free kick because you ducked your head.
Oh, thank you, Ian. McKechnie taps it back, only to Grosser, though. He's in trouble. Hooks it around. Morris there. Couldn't get near it. Now Luders. Surrounded by 3 Sturt defenders. Close to the line. He slides towards it. He's going to get one for a high tackle. Well, that one not all too obvious. Nevertheless, Luders onto the left boot. Tries to hook it around. Can't. Out there is Motley, and he takes a fine grab.
Motley not pressured. He plays on. At centre half back, kicks long back towards centre field. Looking for the ball back there and not being able to find it was Hutton. West Adelaide now go ahead through Cantalaftis to the half forward line. Lamb underneath. Leonard appears to be down hurt, but in defence. The kick goes across goal towards the boundary line, and that's a kick away there by Heinrich. Leonard, I don't know what's the matter with him, centre field. He landed on his neck by the looks of things, and Trent on his back it was. Williams to McKinnon, who lost it. Grosser kicks high in towards the forward pocket. Searching forward in there is Smith and Lamb. Whittlesey back with that player. But a throw in on the right forward pocket. And good news for Sturt fans. And Leonard, he's up on his feet and appears okay.
Probably just winded, and as I mentioned before, he's performed pretty well since changing to that run-on spot. Back it goes to Grosser. Also now Bennett. A quick kick away. He's got it. Great snap, Bennett. Do you reckon they didn't need that one, the Bloods? That's his second. 8-2 now, trailing the Blues 10-3.
It's been a long time between goals for West Adelaide in this second quarter. They've only booted 2, having kicked 6 in the first, but they've been beaten for pace. Their methods is not as good as Sturt. They're getting beaten across centre, and certainly Williams has got his hands full in ruck. But on that occasion, Bennett scouting well, dropped it onto his boot quickly, and obviously relishes the role as a rover rather than wingman for his second goal.
Williams, McKechnie, line ball situation in there. Downs and also Darrington. He changes direction out to the grandstand side. Good work, McKinnon. I think Neil Kerley might have to come back somehow or other. It's about 20 metres over the mark. Now Des Herbert. It won't come up for him. He runs into the crowd. The umpire will throw it in. Attack side of centre wing for the Bloods. They could do with another score before the break. McKechnie in front. Herbert plays for the free kick and gets it.
And again,
he might get a job in Hollywood if he keeps that up. Here's a go for Wiedemann. The umpire slipped over at centre half forward. Smith. No free kick there, or is there? Yes, he's going to give one against Darrington. That's a little bit dangerous. He put the old barrel chest right into the umpire then. Some umpires might report you for something like that. I don't think a report was on though. Motley playing well. Downs. G. Hutton is loose. Geographically, that is. A good kick and a good mark.
I'm glad you said that, Peter. Pake in trouble too with the trainers. Sturt having their problems at the moment. Darrington at centre half back. Can't find anyone to kick to. So he goes back now, tries to kick long, but it's going to drop short. Spill, gee, half volleyed that well. If he didn't half volley, he did it well. Hutton off the side of his boot towards the half forward line. Hollis unloads that one quickly. The umpire's going to give him a free kick. I don't think Winter was too happy. Davies on the lead. Craig looking for it as well. Davies cleverly tapped it back. But in defence, West Adelaide player having a saddle put on him. McKinnon at the bottom of the pack, and I don't know whether he's going to give him a free kick or he's coming in for the bounce. He'll probably have to ball it up. Umpire Schramm does so. Davies cleverly down towards Craig, but this time it's going to be Randall Bennett for the free kick, and he gets it in the back pocket. No one to kick to. That ring of players for Sturt is around there again. Gets a lead from Hamilton. Thumped away, and there's the Sturt players waiting to send the ball back into attack. This time it's Heinrich. Painter, not the best handballer. He just gave that away in a hurry. Bennett shoots out for Morris. Morris has Larry Watson running. He'll bolt through the cricket pitch, puts in an underground pass in there towards Smith. Smith clear. Luders wants it, or he goes over his head, getting back on it. Reid, which way will it bounce? The wrong way as far as West Adelaide is concerned. 1 point only.
They've improved a little bit in the last few minutes, the Bloods. They're 8-3 now, trailing Sturt 10-3. Reid kicks off. A good lead by Darrington. The kick didn't quite make it. Darrington gives Reid an icy glance. Said, put him up a bit better than that. Thank you very much. A throw in. Right half forward line. Motley up very high from behind. Heinrich, Whittlesey. He'll run it out. Long kick over the centre line area. Getting back Peter Winter. Nearly marked that ball. The umpire will bounce it. Conditions a lot better now at Richmond. The drizzle has abated. There's not much water lying on the oval. So actually it's just about the best I've seen Richmond Oval in my memory. Out it goes to Peter Winter. Mike Smith at half forward makes front spot. No mark. Off hands Jeffrey Morris. Luders is leading. Pass by Morris is spot on to Luders. And that was a fine lead. Fine kick too. Roger Leaders has only had 2 kicks, I think, for the whole day. 5, in fact, Roger Luders. Hasn't kicked goals, though. Hasn't kicked a point either. That looks a little bit better. No, just offline, only a point. 8-4 the Bloods. Sturt 10-3.
They're hanging in there. See, Roger Luders, when he gets on a fast break, nothing in the world would cut him off. Beautifully put by Jeffrey Morris, but Luders just can't find his kicking foot at the moment. Reed goes to the outer side, looking out there for Motley. The back was down. Wiedemann rubbles it out. Chance Gross if he can pick it up. Caught on the left leg, hooks back towards the half-forward line. Herbert, good mark. And he's got it about 25 metres out. Des Herbert covers plenty of the ground. Hard worker. Kick number 12 coming up. Could be one of the best purchases that West Adelaide have made from interstate. It's his 8th mark, and he's missed offline. The Bloods wasting a couple of opportunities late in this second quarter. Trail 8-5 to 10-3.
Yes, their chances that they would have wanted to have converted, but didn't. Motley on a lead. Filkey punches away. Des Herbert in there again at the bottom of the pack. I think the umpire's going to give him a free kick for a high tackle. The siren's gone. It's all over in the second quarter. At the big break, the Bloods trial. 8-5 to Sturt, 10-3.
Sturt lead by 10 points as we pick up the second half of the big game here at Richmond Oval. The final one in 1984 for Sturt and West Adelaide. Kick away from Summerton, not a good one, and finds Jim Derrington centre field. West Adelaide led by 12 points at quarter time, but Sturt fine second quarter, sees them in front by 10 points at the moment as the ball is on the half forward line of Sturt, and the umpire will come in to ball it up. The rain has gone away now. Ground conditions not bad considering. Spiel in front, got it out towards Derrington. Leonard, high into Davies. Davies out in front, almost one-handed, got a free kick. High tackle. Oh, gee, the West Adelaide crowd don't like that one. Rick Davies had a brilliant second quarter when he booted 3 goals. He's been too strong, too talented all round, too clever. Burgess in a bit of trouble, hurt his arm standing on the mark, but Rick Davies 30 metres out. Oh, that's gone off the side of his boot, I think. A point only. 10-4 Sturt, 8-5 West Adelaide.
Rick Davies having a chat to the umpire. I think he was saying, give me another kick. Des Herbert was a bit close. Rick will try anything. The kick off from Cantalaftis on this occasion sees Herbert in front. That's another mark. Gee, that's his 9th mark in the match, and he's really been a star performer for the Bloods. Kicks back to centre wing. Motley behind, good punch away. The new player on for the Bloods is Bradley Ryan, number 22. It's on centre wing. The umpire will throw it in. Williams and Spiel to do battle. Williams has been on ruck all the match so far. It's on for young and old in there. Spiel will get the free kick. It's against Williams. Morris on the mark. Spiel kicks it up to Fry. In front, the ball went through him. Painter got it out to Hollis. A chance now for Heinrich as he runs through. Gives it over to Davies. Another chance, which he just misses. Well, he could have had 2 this quarter already, Rick Davies. 2 that he could have kicked. 10-5 the Blues, 8-5 West Adelaide.
Danger signals up for West Adelaide. I reckon the Blues ran better in the first half, but only had a 10-point advantage, and already they've started in similar fashion in the second half. Watson got it out as far as Winter. He's at centre half back now. Kicks long towards centre wing. Lamb is out there. Behind him is McPhee. At the second grab, he's got the foot. He not paid the mark, but it's Herbert again. Gee, he's everywhere. I think the word is ubiquitous. Winter from centre wing. Kicks long to the half forward line. Thumped away there by Pake. Back to McPhee again. High in towards Herbert. Tapped away by Derrington. Randall Bennett fires it around the corner now. Here's a chance. Rosser gets a lead from Luders. Going towards that player. Swamped there by 3 Sturt defenders, but Luders was checked in his run. He's got underneath the ball, and then as Reed went past, he grabbed that player high. He's got the free kick at centre half back, or he's almost back into goal.
Luders has got the far up Far lap bandage too on the right thigh. Not a good sign. I'd agree with Ian Day. Some ominous signs for the Bloods. There's the right thigh of Luders. Well, there's all of Luders, but you can see his right thigh as well. In front there, Summerton. Couldn't take that mark. Hamilton off hands, back to Summerton. Now Derrington. Been a good player, Derrington. He's kicked 2 goals. This is his 13th kick. Heinrich couldn't mark it. Through goes Filkey. The Bloods are not playing well. That's out. Centre wing. They need a lift. They're not getting anything through centre half forward at the moment. Motley's holding them up there. Luders can't get into the act at centre half forward, so they really haven't got a focal point up forward, which of course you need if you're going to win. On the contrary, of course, Rick Davies up the other end is like a traffic cop. He's directing traffic and doing it very well.
Bounce down on the half forward line. Sturt 10-5. West Adelaide 8-5. Bill used his body, but he only got it down to his competitor. That was in Williams, who flew for the ruck, tap down with him. Lamb through, and he wins a free kick for a push in the back. That brings cheers from the West Adelaide crowd as Lamb's kick is high, not a very well-directed kick. Wiedemann got up very high. Bennett is pushed in the back as well, and he's going to get a free kick. I think the players starting to anticipate that if they get in front, they're going to get free kicks. Number 13, kick going towards Luders. Reid back in defence. Painter to Reid in the double play as he kicks in short. Russell Hutton clear, a chance if he can pick it up. Winter's got to go to meet him, but Winter's done it well. No, Hutton got it past him. Now Spiel. Spiel wants to kick short, or he didn't know where to go. Finally kicked into the man. Hutton and McKinnon. Hutton works hard to get a ball out to Downs. And now it's Spiel. That's a better kick. Going in long, Davies and Burgess. Davies in front, got the mark. Or is he going to bounce it? Davies comes up arguing and gives it to the umpire somewhat reluctantly. And he couldn't care less about the McGarry medal.
Up they go. Burgess in there. Player held was Burgess. The umpire didn't see that one. They dive on top of the ball, finally get it out. Now Grosser. Concedes over to Williams. He goes short. Oh, not good though. It was way off beam. Hutton played a fair game. Derrington, centre of the ground. He'll go long. Didn't really have a look then, Jimmy Derrington. Or if he did, they might want to question him about it, because it went straight to Watson. Now Herbert didn't mark the ball. The umpire said play on. Whittlesea's kick was smothered. Filkey puts it out, or tried to put it out in front of Bennett, but it didn't work. Bennett close to the line takes it over. The boundary umpire will throw it in. Left half forward flank for the Bloods. Gee, they need to improve their situation. They're not playing it all well. Wiedemann holds ground, tries to put it out, but it was Pake who had the ball. He was legged, and so he'll get a free kick. The crowd are not too happy about proceedings at the moment. West Adelaide not playing well. Winter punches away from Spiel. Hamilton fights hard, as does Herbert. Now Filkey. He'll go short to Peter Winter, and he's got it. Thought about playing it on to Williams, but now he puts it out in front of Clayton Lamb. Oh, took it too easy. Gets around onto the left foot, though. He can kick a long way, Lamb. He can too, but that one's way off line out on the full.
A lot of elementary errors. You would have thought conditions that had improved. 7.5 minutes gone. Good kick back. Oh, mark in front, pay to Wiedemann. Wiedemann might be too far out to score. Luders didn't lead. He's going into the pocket. Getting back and doing it well is Whittlesey. And the ball goes out of play on the left forward pocket. McKechnie and Wiedemann. The bodies go in. Trying to get it out there was Winter and Wiedemann. Rosser swoops on the ball, but he can't keep it in play.
Nothing much happening out there, and Neil Kerley wouldn't be too happy, because the Bloods are now going to the scoring end. We're approaching 10 minutes, and they haven't really done much this quarter. In fact, they haven't got a score yet. The umpire will say holding the ball to that. He has indicated to Bennett that he had plenty of opportunity to get it out, and he didn't do it, so he got pinged. Hake's got the free kick. He's in the back pocket, gets as much distance as he can. Williams is there, only one hand though. Fry tries to get it off the ground. Craig chips it back. Hutton, the handball was a bit soft. Herbert got it back to Bennett. Filkey through to Hamilton, who's good work. Now McKinnon and Watson. A chance for Larry Watson to kick a goal, puts it up. No one home for the Bloods, the easiest of marks. Taken back there by McKechnie.
McKechnie to relieve for the Blues, goes to the outer side. Painter's out there, also Motley. Lamb over the top of that player. Lamb taps it out cleverly. McKinnon half forward, right flank, can't get clear. Sturt through McPhee, chase the ball back into the back pocket, but it's out of play once more. A very ordinary first 10 minutes of this third quarter. Kerley would not be happy. Aldo Floriani lost the reserves by 4 points, would put him out of contention in 84. A win would have put him into the 5. A long kick back, well judged by Watson. He's got it centre field. Filkey's out wide. A chance for the Bloods to go in now. Filkey gets a lead from Luders, but he's going for home with a long one, but it's not good. McKechnie there says thank you very much. Had a wry grin on his face as he almost turfed the easiest mark you've ever seen. McKechnie playing in defence. At the moment, I'm trying to see who Sturt have got rucking for the ball, because Bill's still at centre half forward. That's the way the ball's going at the moment. Cantalaftis came to meet it. Fry cleverly to Derrington. Umpire said play to advantage. Leonard through, around Winter. Davies on the lead. Beautifully dispatched Jeffrey Leonard. And Davies has got it 25 metres out in front. Plus 15 metres. Big Rick would be lapping this up. Burgess never had a chance to cut that off. Possibly more in frustration that he infringed than anything else. Davies from point-blank range. Missed his last shot at goal, but he's booted 4. That makes it 5. Sturt going their merry way. 11-5 to the Bloods, 8-5.
In fact, Davies had missed his last 2 shots. The last snap was just offline. But that was fine movement through the centre. The Derrington handball to Leonard was spot on. Leonard just sidestepped an opponent, ran through half forward, and a fine pass to Davies. And I'd agree with Ian Day, a bit of frustration for Burgess. He pushed Davies over and incurred the wrath of the umpire. So Davies has got 5. He's given away 3, so he's been involved in 8 of the 11 Sturt goals. He's certainly playing a major role out there today for the Blues.
Sturt by 18 points. The Bloods in trouble. Trying to get it clear, however, was Bradley Ryan. Socketed it clear in the end to Jeffrey Morris. West Adelaide falling down on their half-forward line. Herbert's playing well, but it's more when he's on the ball than when he's resting at half-forward left flank. Williams against McKechnie, almost a lamb. Watson a chance. McPhee getting back in defence. Watson there with him. A push in the back. Unbelievable.
Yes, I'd agree with that. Hard to believe. I don't think the umpires are really doing too good a job out there today. If that was a push in the back, well, it may technically have been. Probably more on the side, but gee, they've given some strange ones. Wiedemann's under it. Eddie Fry went out like a man possessed. Spiel got it through to Painter. Painter hasn't played well. He tunnel balls that out. Now Williams. He'll go short to Larry Watson. The Bloods are not playing well. They're in a lot of trouble. Larry goes to the centre of the ground with his 15th kick. Stolen by Whittlesey. He charges through half forward. Davies and Burgess. Burgess in front. Played that one a lot better. Rennie missed it again. Burgess trying to get it out, but can't. Davies comes in now. Right over the top of Burgess. He's smothered by Sturt defenders. The umpire will bounce. Well, the Blues are playing like winners. Spiel took it out of the air. Fry couldn't get the kick away. Derrington dispossessed. Now Williams. Hamilton. No one to kick it to. He comes right over to the grandstand side. Jeffrey Morris made enough ground, but he couldn't mark it when he got there. Out of bounds, the umpire will throw in.
How many chest marks have we seen them drop today? Maybe the players, West Adelaide, that is, are nervous on behalf of Kerley. Don't know why. Williams tried to find Ryan, out of play once more. 11-5 plays 8-5. Throw in centre wing. Williams against McKechnie. That time it's going the Bloods' way. And the West Adelaide grandstand thinks that's a bit better decision. Silky. Chipped in short. Randall Bennett. The Bloods into attack. Now out comes Luders. Oh, the kick's a shocker. He's going to have to half volley it. Reed there with him. Morris in for the crumbs. Can't get a kick away. In the pocket is Grosser. Grosser wants support. Puts it back towards the half-forward line. Brilliantly dispatched. And coming to meet it is McKinnon. And he's got it 25, 30 metres out. Well, the Bloods need a goal, and they need it now. Kicking to the scoring end. They're dragging the chain by 18 points. Kick number 6, McKinnon produces a goal. His first. The Bloods at last chalk up one in this third quarter. Took them 15 minutes. 9-5 plays 11-5.
It's well done by Grosser too to drag the ball right back to that spot, and McKinnon had made good ground, but the Bloods are falling down in their forward area. Neither Wiedemann nor Luders can get into the act, and that's their problem. They've got no focal point up there. At the other end of the ground, Rick Davies doing a fine job. So that's really the difference between these two sides at the moment.
Williams against McKechnie. A ball up. McKechnie's tap. Hutt. Can't get it clear. He'll try again. Gives a chance now to Heinrich. Around the corner. Summerton comes to meet it. Gets it back towards centre field. Heinrich again. This time the kick is a better one, going in long. Davies is edge. Burgess underneath the ball. Almost a second grab. Horace, if he can soccer it through, but it's going to the wrong side of the post. And the umpire indicates a point for the Sturt half-forward player. Takes him on to 11-6 now to West Adelaide's 9-5.
They lead by 13 points, and for what it's worth, there's possibly a spot or a position on the ladder here at stake. If Sturt can win by a big enough margin, they'll steal 6th spot off the Bloods, and there's no doubt that Neil Kerley would have mentioned that to his side before the game started, because, well, whilst they can't get into the 5, it's still important. The man behind, or shouldn't I say the man, should I say the lady, the lady behind the legend, Barbara Kerley. Very close to the boundary line out there. The Bloods trying to force it forward, but nothing much working for them. Motley goes down. Clayton Lamb back to McKinnon. Gee, there's no one home for the Bloods. McKechnie's running up and down on the spot. Bradley Ryan, what can he do? Not much. In goes Bennett. Tries to get it out towards Luders. Succeeds, but Luders can do nothing with it. Andrew Winter goes for the sanctuary of the line. The boundary umpire to throw it in.
Method in the forward line of West Adelaide, practically non-existent. Sturt have done a lot better in that area. McKechnie and Wiedemann. Thumped clear, however, by Burgess. Bradley Ryan, not Burgess, that was Herbert. Herbert a chance now for Morris. He needs support. Gives it back to Filkey, caught on the left leg. Going in high, Luders and Reed. In front was Lamb. Luders look for Jeffrey Morris. Morris under pressure. Luders likewise. Throws the ball out. The umpire agrees. It was an open-handed slap. Luders shakes his head in disbelief. But I agree with the umpire for what it's worth.
Craig to McKechnie. He's at centre half back. Goes for distance, doesn't get much. Spiel and Peter Winter came off the knee of Leonard there. Larry Watson can't do much with it. It's a bit muddy in there. Umpire Schramm decides to call an end to proceedings and give it a throw up. We're approaching 20 minutes. The Bloods haven't done much. Spiel tapped it forward. Downs hasn't done much this quarter. Goes for the tackle. The umpire has seen a free kick. It's going in favour of Downs. He shot it out wide. McPhee goes in long with the left boot. Davies in front. One grab, can't two grab it. Eddie Fry, Davies off hands. The snap is not accurate though. A point only. 9-5 the Bloods, 11-7 Sturt.
Far more direct, Sturt going into attack. 10th kick, Davies. He kicked 5 goals, 3. Grosser off the half-back line, finds Peter Winter. McKinnon is running for him. He's going longer to Lamb, but not a good kick. West Adelaide haven't kicked well all day. That's their field kicking. when you look at the 9-5 on the board, you would disbelieve that. McPhee. Williams, the big leap, claims it off Spiel, looking at the umpire to see if he agrees. He does. And Craig Williams, he's been on the ball all afternoon. Chips it around the corner to Herbert. That was cleverly done. Herbert in turn will go to the lead of Randall Bennett. Winters right there with him. Bennett in front, coming back in defence. Leonard tries to bust the tackle. Only got it as far as Hutton. Hutton has Peter Motley wide. Sturt into attack again, going in long for Davies. Davies going to get the sit on this one over the top of Burgess. Cantalafta's back in defence. Can't get the ball out clear. Spiel, Burgess under pressure. Spiel again. Eddie Fry. Eddie Fry again. I think that was Winter that kicked it clear. Back to centre field and Hutton.
It was dangerous there. Davies was standing back in the square virtually on his own. Hutton's 16th kick, not a good one. Straight to Larry Watson. She wouldn't be happy about that. Watson looks for Bradley Ryan. He can't half volley it. He's in front now though, and the umpire says that was a push in the back. Well, I don't know about this umpiring. Again, technically it was there, but gee, it was hardly a push. Filkey to Bradley Ryan. He tries to run it through, manages to wrong foot the opposition. Into the forward area he goes. No method up there for the Bloods at the moment. Jeffrey Morris tries to pick up. Gee, it won't sit for him. The handball was blind. Derrington got it out. Hutton again playing well. Leonard. Beaten by that ball. Close to the line. It's out now. And the umpire will throw it in.
At the interchange gates, 11-7 to 9-5. Sturt by 14 points. Spiel used his body well. The tap down wasn't clear, however. Leonard gets a free kick for a push in the back. Half forward right flank, almost out to centre wing. Davies is going to give a lead now. He's going towards that player out in front of him. McKinnon's going to have to stand his ground. 1-2 grabs, did it well. The big jumbo coat was coming down on him. Be hard to stand your ground with that noise going on. Williams drives to the half forward line to the lead now of Wiedemann. He's working hard for the ball. Morris comes out. 21 minutes gone. McKinnon now. Luder's on the lead. That's beautifully put. Can he get there? Oh, what a goal. What a mark. Oh, gee, he only had to dive at the last moment to get it, though. And he's got it low to the turf. And his speed belied that bandage on his right thigh. Kick number 6 only coming up. Roger Luders. Hasn't been a big day for him. He's only kicked a point. Let's have a look at that leg. It's his kicking leg that's not going to help. 30 metres out. And he's put it straight through the middle. Perfect kick for goal. His first. West Adelaide 10-5. Sturt 11-7.
Well, it's a gross understatement to say that the Bloods need to improve and they need to kick goals. But that was a superb pass then by McKinnon. Very low to the ground and a great get by Roger Luders. And the King would be disturbed. He knows that they're not playing well enough to win. They're going to the scoring end. They're not making much of an impression. They'll certainly need to improve to pull this one out of the bag.
11-7 plays 10-5. 22 minutes gone, third quarter. Line ball, but to the second attempt, Williams got it out past Lamb. McPhee can't find it. He pushed Herbert in the back. Pake back in defence for Sturt, but the umpire will come in to ball it up on the half-forward line of West Adelaide.
The Bloods will need to get a couple more scores as we're approaching the time-on period in the third quarter. That ball was held to the Sturt player by Bennett, and the umpire will bounce. Right half-forward flank. The Bloods still can't get a winner up forward. Hutton again, playing a fine game. The kick finds Leonard. He runs through half-forward, or tries to. He threw the ball out in front of him, and Winter applied the tackle, but he plays on now. Hollis searching for the ball, but can't find it. A ball in the left forward pocket to the Sturt side. Davies is going to wander back to the square. And the ruck throw-in will be taken by Spiel from centre half forward. Winter is there, Peter Winter, number 37. Spiel backhands it towards Hollis. A chance now on his left boot. No, he's wrong-footed by his opponent there, Rennie. The handball back's not too flash, but Bennett breaks the tackle and clears away for the Bloods. McKinnon put the foot up against Downs, couldn't take it though. Morris sent the ball over the line for yet another throw in.
11-7 to 10-5. Hutton having a brilliant game centre field. Made a couple of errors, but generally speaking, he's won it handsomely, that position. Spiel against Williams at the throw-in. Spiel tapped it clear to Craig. Hutton again. Out wide now, the handball from Painter is too far for Spiel. West Adelaide not good talking there as they ran into one another, but fortunately for them, they got a free kick that goes to Richard Hamilton. Game number 100 for Richard Hamilton today. As Wiedemann takes a good mark, got it over to Herbert. McKinnon back to Herbert in the 1-2, a bit better method now. They go long into the pocket, but it's out of play on the full. And I reckon King Kerley would think, hang, have I been teaching him this all year?
Yes, it's terrible. Not good football. He would be most upset about it. The kick into the centre of the ground sees Painter upended. The Bloods have got a chance though. Hilke kicked it further afield. Clayton Lamb finding it hard to pick up. Over the top goes Bradley Ryan. He's got a chance. If he had a look, he would have picked out Morris. Lunas comes in for the big leap. Can't mark it. Herbert tried to claim the mark. Wiedemann got it out towards Jeffrey Morris, and he's got a free kick for a high one. Well, they were probably going to kick a goal anyway. Roger Lunas had it to advantage. Jeffrey Morris, from about 25 metres, should score a goal. We're into time on now in this third quarter. Jeffrey Morris will now take his 6th kick. He's had 7 handballs. Shouldn't miss, but he does. Gee, nothing's working for the Bloods. Jeffrey Morris got 2 goals in the first quarter, but that was a poor shot.
Sure was. Peter Rees goes to the lead of Motley on the outer side. Wiedemann there with him. Thumped away. Craig back in defence. Winter at centre half back, drives centre field. It's a loose ball. Watson comes to meet the ball. Hooks it back towards the half-forward line, and Craig says, thank you very much. It's a lead out wide from Heinrich, I think it is, or is it going to be Downs? Heinrich is almost on the half-back line at the moment, as Spiel now goes for the lead. Counter Laptis lost it to Derrington. Now Eddie Fry got one to beat. A good handball out in front of Spiel. If he can pick it up, he just goes for the soccer. He's in there again. Winter against the tide. Randall Bennett pushed in the back, and he's going to get a free kick. Canalaftis is clear by 25 metres if he wants to go for a run. Kicks off the half-back line to Wiedemann. Big leap there. There's a few frees here, Peter.
That was against Wiedemann, according to the umpire. He used his body illegally against Peter Motley. They're certainly giving plenty, I'll agree with that. I don't agree with all the frees, of course. Motley. Torpedo punt out of defence. Another free kick for an illegal use of the arm by Williams against Spiel. Spiel will go long to Davies. Davies a chance. Over the top to Derrington. A chance for Derrington if he can pick it up, but he can't. Davies can. He's smothered by... It wasn't Davies, it was Hollis. Davies now. Cantalaftis being dragged off the ball. The umpire will bounce it.
Davies telling him what he's doing wrong, Peter. He's giving him a real lecture. Maybe he'll be umpire's coach next season.
Well, I don't blame him. The umpiring's been pretty ordinary. Eddie Fry. He's caught. The umpire says that was a push, I think. Well, I'll tell you what, Bennett cannot believe it. Neither can I. That was a push. I'm not here. It was either holding the ball or play on. Oh, well. Eddie Fry. The kick from the pocket. And while Sturt are not doing that much this quarter, they've maintained the lead. And kick away, though, is offline. A point only to Fry. He's kicked 2 goals in this match, but couldn't convert on that occasion. 10-6 the Bloods, 12-7 the Blues.
Peter, I look across at the windsock on the outer side of the ground. I don't know whether the wind has changed direction, but it hasn't been a big factor in the game. But Sturt, if they have kicked to the non-scoring end this quarter, certainly setting themselves up a platform for a win. They lead by 8 points, but it's West Adelaide's Lamb that goes to the half-forward line. Motley back there has too much pace for Wiedemann. Kicks back towards centre wing. Watson reading the flight of the ball against the tide he goes. Good mark to Larry Watson, but the siren sounds to end the third quarter here at Richmond Oval. Sturt 11-8, West Adelaide 10-6.
The last quarter about to start here at Richmond Oval. The last quarter of the last game in which Neil Kerley will coach. The way things are going, he might end up with a loss because whilst the Bloods only trail by 8 points, they're not going well. And Pake cut that forward drive off with a fine mark at half-back. He swings it out to centre wing. Spiel in front of Winter. Couldn't take the mark. Winter hooked back over the shoulder. I don't think that went 10 metres, but the umpires paid it. Grosser. The centre half forward with his 16th kick. Nearly a good mark there to Downs. Motley, who's played well, has that stolen by Filkey. He tries to set it up with the left foot. I think he might have got it. Well, what a way to start the last quarter. That's his first goal. And are the players going to rally around their coach and make sure he finishes it off with a victory?
Well, Peter, if West Adelaide never needed any incentive to win a game of football for their retiring coach, gee, certainly that should spark some interest for them. That was a brilliant steal by Filkey. He was caught on his left leg. Even the coach can't believe he did it so well. And he put through his first. And West Adelaide, incredibly, are only 2 points down. Filkey's 15th kick.
Back to the centre. Williams and McKechnie. Line ball in there. Darrington grubbered one out. Now Peter Winter. Up to half forward they go. Bradley Ryan in front for the Bloods. He hooks back to centre half forward. Lamb. The umpire's going to pay it. Probably for a mark. He's at centre half forward. Luders wants it in long and quick. Lamb will try to oblige. Well, there's some interference there. A legging, according to the umpire, against Luders in favour of the fullback Reid.
Peter Reid. He's done a good job on Luders today. Luders only got one goal, but of course he's had that leg problem. He's only got one leg as well. Out goes Grosser. Against the tide, Darrington the tackler. Got it back to Williams. That was a beautiful sidestep. He puts it up in the air again for Luders, but on this occasion it was misdirected. And it's Whittlesey in defence. To send the Blues out towards the centre wing spot on the outer side. Tit for tat, this time it's Williams' turn to get a free kick. Williams from the attack side of centre wing off the side of his boot. Luders came to meet it, but a fine mark in defence by Jamie McPhee. And at the moment it's kick for kick.
He's a good young player, McPhee. Kick away, not the best. Hamilton spoils away from Craig. Well done, McKinnon. He fought hard for that one. Herbert to Hamilton was good work. Now Clayton Lamb couldn't mark the ball. Beautiful run through there from Filkey. He tries to set it up, but it's not a good kick away. And there's that man again, Reid. Zinde just mentioned playing well. He certainly is. Luders trying to put him off balance with the kick. Darrington tries to get it out, finding it hard. The umpire's going to pay him a free kick. I'm not sure what for, but it's not surprising. It's his 16th. Wiedemann, one hand up, couldn't mark. Peter Winter. Left boot. Darrington from behind. Off hands now to Watson. Showing plenty of pace. Short kick, good kick. Bradley Ryan. Herbert on his own, he's got it. Probably might be too far out to score. There's Herbert. There's a free man there, it's Bennett. Oh, the kick's a shocker. McPhee's got the run of it. Gathers it in very well. Bennett's very tired. The McPhee kick is right where it was intended, I feel. He rolled it over the boundary line for a throw in.
A lot of tired players out there, Peter. The ground is pretty heavy. McKechnie in front. Craig got it to Painter. McPhee, the lead of Hollis. That's a good pass. He couldn't quite make it. He's got the free kick, however. Rennie not happy. Hollis almost out to centre wing. Bill wants him to kick it into the pocket. Going towards that player. Winter back in defence for West Adelaide. Try to tunnel ball it out. Craig. Fry it is, and the ball out of play once more. 11-8 to 11-6. 2 points the difference. It ought to be a thrilling game, but for some reason there's not the tension in it. Hutton, a quick kick into the pocket. Davies comes to meet it. Burgess over the top, bumps it clear of that player, and it's out of bounds in the full forward left pocket.
11-6 the Bloods, 11-8 Sturt. We're 5 minutes into the last quarter. 2 points in it, the Blues leading. Spiel and Williams over the top. Peter Winter for the Bloods, smashes away. Bennett had it, then he didn't. Hutton and Fry in there. Tackle is a good one. The umpire will bounce. The Blood supporters yelled holding the ball on that occasion. A little bit optimistic, but I think they consider they've had the raw end of the umpiring today. I don't know that either side has. I just think it's been generally poor. There's a free kick to Hutton for an alleged high tackle. Bennett gives it back. Hutton's been a fine player. 20 kicks. Davies on the lead. Burgess will smother him. A punch away. Cantalaftis. Larry Watson did it well. Have to get the kick away in a hurry, which he does. Morris in front. Back it comes to Pate. Out to Hutton. Short. A chance for Hollis. Getting back. Summerton. Larry Watson. There's Herbert. Will be in trouble. Gets it over to Cantalaftis. The run's on now. Morris. Cantalaftis. A little bit flat-footed in that movement. Now Herbert. The Bloods are on the march. Luder's on a lead. Couldn't mark it. The umpire's going to pay the push in the back. And the West Adelaide supporters are elated about that. Well, Luders is limping. The bandage there obvious. It would appear to be a hamstring strain. Roger Luders has 1 goal. This is his 7th kick. It hasn't been a big day for him. He's kicked 73 goals this year. That's 74. His 2nd for the match, and the Bloods are in front. 12-6 to 11-8.
Well, now the big question is, can West Adelaide get out of the mire? They've hit the front. It's against the trend of play, but they're hanging in there. And, of course, there's that tremendous incentive to send their coach out on the winning note. They're kicking to the non-scoring end. They've come from 10 points down at half-time, and they were 8 at three-quarter time, and now they're in front by 4 points. Can they do it?
7 minutes in. Williams got it out, but it only went to Leonard. He wobbles one back towards Hamilton. He's playing well now. He kicks it up to half-forward. Wiedemann, Ryan. Off hands, Morris nearly had a chance. Wiedemann gets it out towards Herbert. He goes through. There's no free kick there. Wiedemann to Morris. That's not 10 yards. They'll have to play on. Oh, very high, Luders. Now Grosser. Here's a chance for Ryan. It won't bounce right for him, though. It went through for a point. The Bloods are improving. They're 12-7, Sturt 11-8.
Whittlesey down again. Gee, he had a rough first half. He got knocked from pillar to post. The trainers went out to him, but he shrugged them off. As Reid kicks it back, Hamilton in front. Craig out wide now. Kicks a long ball, but it's Watson leading to the race of the ball out there. He's played well for West Adelaide on that half-back line. Wobbles one around the corner. Craig and Williams across. Good sit for Williams. Gets the handball out. Grosser gives it back to Herbert. Heads for home with a long one. Luders, one finger at the ball. He can't complete it. Reid over the top. Tries to scoop it out. And chasing it back in defence is Pake, but the ball out of bounds in the right forward pocket. Well, West Adelaide starting to run. I don't know where they got it from. It hasn't been there for at least a quarter and a half. McKechnie and Wiedemann. Wiedemann trying to grab it. Bradley Ryan. Bennett. Wiedemann again. McKechnie over the top. McPhee again, and the umpire's going to ball it up 30 metres out from the West Adelaide goal.
Well, they're pretty desperate in there, the players. This is the last performance for all of them for 84. It's a long, long summer. Bradley Ryan, Des Herbert, pretty close to best man on ground, Des Herbert. That's going way over the head, though, of Roger Luders. It's out on the full. 9 minutes into the last quarter. Reid, been a fine player. Puts it out wide to Motley, or looking for Motley. Didn't quite make its mark. Must have been close to a free kick to Williams there. It's out, the umpire will throw it in. Coming over for the throw in is Spiel. Williams has worked tirelessly all day. Stood his ground then, but couldn't take it. Herbert went through without it. The umpire will now have to bounce.
It's on the half-forward left flank. West Adelaide in attack, leading by 5 points. It's a throw-up in actual fact. Williams used his body well. The kick forward is an awkward one. No one can control it. Wiedemann got a handball out. Morris intercepted there, however, by Pake. He can't find it. In went Downs, out went Downs. Bradley Ryan again, was running the gauntlet. Had to get a handball away to nobody in particular. Coming clear was McPhee. Leonard thought about a handball. Now he gives it away to Craig. Sturt trying to set up a forward movement as they drive to the half-forward line. Winter up very high. Thumps it clear. Watson. Short as Herbert. He's got a bit of time on it. Held up in the glue pot. Changes tack. Kick number 20 sends them forward to the half-forward line. Luder's up high. Oh, what a brilliant mark. Luder's is at his best. Comes up decidedly gimpy. That leg giving him hell, and still not a smile on the face of the King. But gee, a goal here after a mark like that could do anything for West Adelaide. Roger Luders has booted two. Spiel off, Hargraves on for Sturt. With the eyes of West Adelaide right on number 29. Kick underway, umpire motionless. Goal number 3, still no smile, the King. West Adelaide kick clear, 13-7, plays 11-8.
An amazing performance by Luders. He's limping, he's got all sorts of trouble with that right hamstring. And to be able to project himself in the air like that, quite extraordinary, a brilliant mark. And for a player that's been held very well by Reid, he gets his third, and the Bloods are really going now.
Darryl Brown also warming up. West Adelaide lifting, half-forward line. McPhee against the tide. Burring forward is Herbert. Gee, what a brilliant game. Likewise, Darrington. And the umpire will come in for a ball up. Hargraves on the ground for the Blues, but he hasn't gone into ruck. He's gone to the half-forward line. McKechnie in there working for ruck, but Williams got the tap away to no one in particular. Getting back, it was Downs to McPhee. Out wider, Herbert, he's still in there battling, gives a chance, McKinnon. If it sits for him, he's got a chance. 40 metres out, puts in a long one. He could have gone in further. Chose to kick in a hurry. Maybe no one told him he was clear. And he nudges another point for the Bloods.
Well, they've really lifted, and for most of the day, and certainly in the game preceding this one, the northern end was the scoring end. The Bloods are going south at the moment, but they're really putting in giant strides. I can imagine that all players would have lumps in the throat at the moment. The end of the King's reign not far off, and they'd want to make sure that it ends up with a win. Over the top, Eddie Fry. Darrington went in very hard. Players all around the ball. And I think the umpire might bounce that one. Of course, whilst the Bloods want to win, so do the Blues. Coach Halbert would be aware, no doubt, that if they win by enough, they can steal 6th spot off the Bloods. It mightn't sound like much, but any position on the ladder is worthy of getting it, if you can. Darrington, 17 kicks. He's been a good player. Motley may have been caught out then. Winter came in, took the easy mark. Now, hasn't got much to aim at. Shoots it wide to Williams. He thought about Hamilton, but wrong puts the opposition and then goes in long. Luders has come out again. Up goes Wiedemann, the whistle's gone, and a free kick will go to Reid. And I think that may have been against Wiedemann.
Reid between full-back and centre-half back. Comes out grandstand side, Bennett and Motley. Bennett has the footy, or at least he didn't have the footy, said the umpire. He's going to get a free kick. The free's going towards West Adelaide now. On the lead is Luders. Bennett doesn't want him. He's going to give it away to Herbert. Or is it Lamb? Let's have a look at it at the bottom of the pack there. I think it could be Clayton Lamb as he gets to his feet. And he's got it 35 metres out. Well, West Adelaide are getting a lift from somewhere. Their legs seem to be gone during that third quarter. They couldn't run. Sturt not getting the advantage that they actually had in field play. Not getting it on the board. But now West Adelaide coming from the clouds. Kick number 10. Clayton Lamb. The angle is evident. Gee, what a goal here will do for the stand we're sitting in. It's a nice looking kick. The umpire said it's home. Clayton Lamb's first goal. The blood kick further clear. 14-8 to Sturt 11-8.
Randall Bennett playing well. He got it over to Clayton Lamb, and he can certainly kick a football. And a goal like that would certainly lift the spirits of the team and also the coach. He looks a little bit easier at the moment. They're starting to free will now, the Bloods. They're 14-8 to the Blues 11-8.
Williams against McKechnie. 15 minutes gone of the last quarter. Line ball, that one. Grosser takes it out of the centre, but off the side of his boot goes to the half-forward line. Bennett provides a great shepherd. McKinnon gets to sit. Wedderman clear, and he's got it. Beautiful pass, McKinnon. Wiedemann has got it. 40 metres out. And gee, West Adelaide, everybody's running. Kerley's probably saying, why didn't they do this in the first three quarters? Wiedemann's sixth kick to the southern end. McKechnie off. Brown on. Wiedemann's kick is another one straight through the middle. All the Sturt defenders are doing now is watching the goals sail over the head. The first one to Wiedemann. West Adelaide go on their merry way, 15-8 to 11-8.
Great work again by Randall Bennett. He certainly provided the shepherd. That enabled McKinnon to come in. Wiedemann put the hand up. McKinnon saw it, and the pass was spot on. Wiedemann's had his hands full with Motley today. Motley's beaten him, but goals at this stage in the game are very handy.
West Adelaide winning the centre square now as again Williams thumps it to the half-forward line. Lamb and Filkey. Filkey can't pick it up. Downs back in there with him. Filkey against the tide. Can't get it out. At the bottom of the pack is Eddie Fry, who's been swung onto the ball. It would appear that he's going to get a free kick half-back flank.
Eddie Fry kicked the goal in the first quarter and one in the second. Got a knee injury there that looked dangerous, but it may have slowed him up a bit. Out comes Peter Winter. Des Herbert again gets the kick away. Jeffrey Morris at the centre of the ground. Larry Watson provides the run. Randall Bennett in front, taken off him on that occasion by Winter, it appears to be, for the Blues. In comes Craig. Caught. Morris comes out with the ball. Craig stole it. Morris won't give up. In goes Grosser. Now Fry. With the handball out, not too flash. Stolen then again by Summerton. Comes out to Des Herbert. He puts it out in towards Cantalaftis. Williams to Hamilton, and the Bloods are off again. The handball wasn't that good. The whistle went. They're playing it on. Here's a go for Wiedemann. Oh! He dropped it. It was a top pass by Filkey. Out goes Motley. Played a top game. That's not a good kick. That'll go straight to Watson. He's in trouble. Played on when he shouldn't have. The run is from Winter. That's not a good kick. That went straight back to Peter Motley from whence it came.
Peter, I think the Bloods can do it. They've got a 4-goal advantage. They're playing with flair at the moment as McPhee finds on the half-back line Hollis. He gives a chance to Whittles. He takes a heavy knock after he got rid of the footy. It was going to find Darryl Brown in any case. The Blues in attack. Leonard provides a lead. Davies, if he can raise a gallop, goes into the pocket. Can't get there. Burgess sees it across the line. A throw in the full forward left pocket. Sturt need a goal, and they need it quickly. West Adelaide by 4. Davies against Williams. Davies in behind. Williams jammed it onto his boot, but it was smothered. Davies tried to get it out, but he indicated it was a throw, and the free kick would go in the back pocket to Williams, or is it going to Cantalaftis? Cantalaftis it is.
Well, Rick Davies has hardly seen the ball this quarter. In fact, Sturt haven't scored this quarter. They were 11-8 at three-quarter time. And they're having the game stolen by the Bloods, who have really had a change in attitude at three-quarter time. I think when they sat down, they thought, gee, we couldn't play any worse than what we're doing. We can only improve, and improve they have. Bennett provides the lead. Painter tried to take it off him. Painter hasn't had a good game. It comes out to Cantalaftis. And just as it came out, the umpire said, I'll have it. Yes, a 4-goal break at this stage. I can't see the Blues getting up from here. Down to Cantalaftis. Des Herbert again. Played a top game. Centre wing. The punch away from Ryan. Wiedemann pushed it out, but McPhee has got the chance to get it. Played it well. Very casual McPhee. kickback not good. Des Herbert just keeps it in, wobbles it, a silly old kick away, and Hargraves in trouble. So is Clayton Lamb. I think he's got a bit of a problem with the right hamstring, but the umpire will bounce it. Williams is going to... Thought he might have come off, Williams, but no. I don't know who they'd replace him with. Craig, Leonard, used the elbow, and the umpires have paid that one all day. That'll go back to Watson.
Watson back to Summerton, but who's he going to give it to? Back to Watson. Well, they handball into one another. They try the same trick on the other side. This time the umpire let it go, Des Herbert. Well, nobody's given more than this player to make sure that King Kerley goes out with a breeze. Kick number 23, Herbert. Handballs 13, fine personal effort. A free kick going this time to Peter Motley. He's at centre-half back. Craig gives a lead on the outer side. It's a long kick, but I think it's going to be Grosser there first. Craig can't raise the extra metre. Grosser around easily. On the left leg, however, Filkey searching for the footy. Gets his hands to it, but can't complete the mark, and it's out of play on the half-forward left flank. 15-8 the Bloods, 11-8 Sturt. Over 20 minutes gone. Hargraves and Wiedemann. Downs. On the half-back line, it's Sturt, edged out through Painter. Not a good one. Grosser short to the lead of Luders. Tried to half-volley it. He's still got it in front of him. Gave it back now to McKinnon. McKinnon short. Morris got a good kick. Got a shrug to tackle. He does it. Puts it on its way. It's a goal. His third. And certainly that must now be game, set and match West Adelaide. They've got a 5-goal break. 16-8 to Sturt 11-8.
Not much doubt about it. They're going to win the game, and have certainly come alive in this last quarter. It's good to see Jeffrey Morris get that one, because whilst he hasn't had a lot of possessions, he's an opportunist half forward, and when he got around onto that left boot, it was curtains. He never misses those, and the Bloods are doing well, 5 goals up.
Williams uncontested. Bennett to the half-forward line. McPhee got a bad bounce. Morris didn't. Tackled by Pake. The umpire said he hasn't got the footy. Tim Pake explaining to the umpire that he dropped the football, but umpire Peter Francis not interested, and Jeffrey Morris goes back to put it right into the teeth of goal. Morris, I don't think can get the distance from here. Luders wants it in high. Time is on West Adelaide's side. Morris's kick is going to be short. Luders not going to get a lift. Wiedemann at the back. Painter over the top. In goes Painter again. Getting there, Luders. I don't know what he says. The umpire, I don't know whether he's going to give him a goal, but it's a free kick against him in any case. It would have been an interesting decision by the umpire as to whether Luders got his foot to the ball as it rolled across the line.
I'm pretty sure he did, Ian, but it's the Whittlesea free kick. Hargraves, Williams. It's against Williams for a push, and Hargraves will take the free kick. The Bloods have won it for their coach. They've talked about it all week. Can we win the last game for the King? And it looks as though they have. Painter hasn't had a big one. The kick forward, looking for Brown. Brown made good position, then dived out to take the mark. The handball to Hollis wasn't too good. Brown gets smothered, and he'll take a free kick. Sturt haven't scored this quarter. Stone motherless 0. Matter of fact, they've only got it up a couple of times. Here's a go for Eddie Fry. That's out on the full. They can't take a trick in.
Well, Peter, for 3 quarters, if they weren't controlling the game, they certainly had the upper hand and they had more of the play. But West Adelaide, you just don't know what they've done in this last quarter. What Kerley did or said to them at 3-quarter time has worked. Maybe he should have said it in his pre-match address, because they are now playing fine football and they couldn't lose it from here. Surely not. Winter got out a long handball. Craig couldn't handle it. Morris backed up by Hamilton. The kick is going to Wiedemann. Motley up over the top at the back of the pack. Grosser, he's had a great last half as well. Grosser had well clear. Now Lamb. Out wider still is Larry Watson, but Lamb goes for home with a long one. But he's nudged it offline. But Sturt are going to have 6 shots to win it from here. And as we're approaching time on, it's simply not on.
Dead right. 6-3-0 in this last quarter, and that's the game. Reed shoots it out wide. Bennett comes across, couldn't mark the ball. Downs gave it to Pake. Pake's got Hargraves roaming free. Put the head out, he couldn't take the mark. Hollis over the head, back to Hargraves. Craig for the run. Just gets clear of the tackle, now Leonard. Hamilton stopped him in his tracks, then puts it back towards Winter. He shoots it out now to Cantalactus. Long to Williams, and he's played very well. Craig Williams. He's done plenty of work in the field and also in ruck. Had 17 kicks, which is pretty useful. Pate got it over on that occasion to Hollis. On his own there is Derrington. He'll shoot that one over the top to Davies. Oh, Sutherland takes it off him. Gee, I don't think they're going to score this quarter, the Blues. They can't do anything. Cannot take a trick. When he shoots it out wide, he finds Wiedemann. He plays it on now. That's a wobbly old kick. But he's found Filkey. Filkey goes to Herbert. The Bloods are building again. Herbert will kick a goal if he's good enough. Sets it up with a long one. No, he's offline. Gee, it looked like a goal, but it wasn't. 16-10 the Bloods. The Blues 11-8.
An unbelievable lift. Motley to the outer side, just gets his hand to the football just as well he did. It would have been a free kick to West Adelaide. 16-10 to 11-8. Into the time-on period of the final quarter. The last one for Neil Kerley in league football after a career that spanned it over 30 years. And a bounce down on the half-forward left flank. Hargraves for Sturt. Wiedemann for West Adelaide. Players very, very tired indeed. Going in is Bennett, and the free kick is going the way of Andrew Downs. Bruce Linder's happy about it. Game all over for West Adelaide, however. The big leap by McKinnon. Painter gets it out only as far as Larry Watson. He's put in a big effort for Kerley as well. He lost it on this occasion. Coming towards Russell Hutton. No, Craig Whittlesey it was. Trying to get the ball out. Watson's got it now. Hooks around the corner. Gee, there's some tired footballers out there. McKinnon can't find it. Hamilton can. Back to McKinnon. But the umpire has seen a free kick. A very proud, maybe a little sad wife, Barbara Kerley, would be tremendously happy that the side is lifted to give Neil a win on his last game. His mother also very proud, but also maybe a little sad, still giving her thoughts. And what a great support she's been to Neil over the years. Hamilton goes to the lead of Luders. He can't pick it up. Luders will need support. He gets it out wide. Ross is out there, but he's going to let Williams take it. Williams giving his all. Must be a very, very tired player. Morris comes out, gives it out here to Filkey, fires it goal again, but that's high, wide and handsome, and the ball has gone out of play in the right forward pocket. The manager, former teammate, and also a great mate, Doug Thomas. What's he thinking now as the King is into his last 5 minutes of league football? Wiedemann up over the top. Herbert in the pocket, right forward pocket. Coming to meet it, however, is Ryan. He can't get there. Whittlesey's dispossessed. Morris goes in, hooks around the corner, but it's Leonard back in defence for Sturt, and he's got it right on the edge of the square. Sturt can do nothing. West Adelaide are simply unstoppable in this last quarter. Against all odds, they've come from an 8-point deficit, and at the moment they've got a 32-point lead as Wiedemann sends them into the forward pocket again. Herbert with a chance. Got to get round Pake. He's going to put out a short pass to Williams. Gee, there's some tight legs. Williams straightens up, fires again, but he's offline. The crowd now geeing every kick. A long-time mate, former champion Ken Eustace, still a mate, a great tennis foe and friend of Neil Kerley. They still play a lot together. Reid drives to the outer side. It's Hamilton. Downs trying to raise a gallop. In there's McKinnon again. McKinnon short into the pocket, but it's well taken in defence there by Whittlesey. Mark Micken, what he would have given to play in this last quarter. Poor Kerley, who's meant so much to him. Micken out injured, of course, with that groin. The ball around the corner into the pocket. Close to Filkey. Filkey straightens it up. Grosser it is at half-forward line. Williams is clear, but he's only 10 metres clear. 21 kicks to Grosser. A brilliant last quarter. Too far for Bennett. Wiedemann trying. There it is. Final siren. West Adelaide have lifted superbly to give the King a win in his last game in league football. A brilliant effort to run out winners after being down 8 points at three-quarter time and kicking to the non-scoring end, have held Sturt absolutely scoreless in this last quarter to run out winners 16 goals 11 to Sturt 11 goals 8.